Hi, my name's Ashleigh Johnson. I'm 28 years old and I'm a professional boxer for Bon-y-maen ABC and coached by Enzo McAnally. So I've done Thai boxing for years, since I was I think about 7, and I always wanted to try boxing. I was always a bit more like being a shorter fighter as well. I was always a bit more like orientated with my hands. And I was running during lockdown, and I was running with my dad, and we were having a conversation, and I said I wouldn't mind giving boxing a go. And he was like, yeah, go on, get into it. So we said after lockdown opened everything, I said I'm going to make the move and I'm going to go and I was going to approach Enzo about here. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and I never did. And then coming up to 2 years ago now, I came down then, had a chat with Enzo and started training boxing down here and fighting for Enzo down here then.
And how's that experience been for you?
It's been fantastic. I've loved boxing. From the minute I started, I've loved it, and I just knew that was what I wanted to do.
How old were you when you started?
When I started boxing, 26. So I've been doing it for 2 years down here now.
Love it.
It's great.
And when you started, so from that first time of going in, meeting Enzo, did you have an ambition in mind, or did you just want to try it? Did you have an idea of a goal, or?
I didn't know what to expect coming into it, because I know boxing, the field of boxing is so massive. I didn't really know what to expect. And Enzo said, you know, what do you want out of it? Do you want to fight? And I said, yeah, I want to fight, I want to compete. And I was thinking of maybe going down the like amateur route with it, and Enzo said my style was a bit more suited to professional, probably just with my background in other sport as well. It was a bit more suited to professional, so that was how I turned over professional then.
And what about next? Have you got a next stage in mind for you, what you want to do next?
I'm still quite early in the sport, you know, I'm still within my first 2 years of it, so I'm just slowly trying to climb the ladder in it and taking every opportunity I can along the way.
What was it like fighting for the Welsh title?
It was massive. It was the biggest thing I've ever done. It was massive. I think maybe a bit of pressure might have got to me on the day. It was a lot to deal with, but it was fantastic, you know, and from there on out I've fought for everything I can in between and really enjoyed it.
It was a really competitive fight.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, probably not my best, but I move on. I've learnt so much from it, and I feel like you never come away from a win learning everything. So sometimes you come away from a loss and you learn a lot more than you do coming away with a win.
Yeah, definitely. Can you talk a little bit about, so being a woman in a predominantly male-dominated sport, are there any kind of barriers or challenges that you've experienced, or has it been relatively welcoming and open?
To be honest, yeah, it's been so welcoming, it's been so open. I've come in, I always said from the start, I never want to be the girl in the gym. I never want to be considered as that. You know, all the boys, they're great. They've all taken me under their wing. They treat me as one of them, and we're all in it together. It's it's like a family, really, you know. You box in your boxing gym, they're like your second family.
Do you spar mostly with men, or do you get much opportunity to spar and train with women as well?
I do spar with the boys up here. Obviously we put it down to size and stuff like that, which, you know, is good for me. They never go mad. They all know they're going to be stronger than me and they're faster than me. They never go mad. They never try to knock me out to take my head off. But I do get sparring with girls as well. The only trouble with getting sparring with girls is you have to travel quite a lot.
Okay.
So not as much as the boys, but I do get a fair bit of sparring with them as well.
When you're doing that travelling, is that coming out of your own pocket? Do you have to self-fund all of that, or do you get any kind of support or sponsorship or anything?
Yeah, a lot of it is self-funded. You get sponsors as well to help you through your training and stuff along the way, which is a massive help. I've got sponsors. I've got Pickup Spares who sponsor me. I've got Manor Park who sponsor me. Ink to Altitude, they all sponsor me, and you know it is a massive help towards your training.
Because boxing is like a second career for you. You have a full-time job as well, is that right?
Yeah, I work as a plumber as well for Swansea Council, so it's hard trying to, you know, juggle the two. Sometimes if you had a really busy day in work as well, you've got to drag yourself to the gym, but those are the sessions as well. I always feel like you come out and you think, I'm so glad I went, like, and you have the best session of your life.
Is that part of what kept you, so starting with Thai boxing, is it part of, were you always sporty, or was there something specifically that drew you to these sports?
I was always sporty. I think it's more when you're younger, you know, your parents try and find a sport for you to do, and they sort of put me into a couple of different clubs, and I think I did gymnastics, which I didn't like, and football, which I didn't like, and they tried to put me into different things, and they put me into kickboxing when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. And from there I went from kickboxing, did a bit of Thai boxing, and now I've come over to boxing as well. I can't imagine, I always say I can never imagine the day where you finish work and just go home, and that's the end of your day. I love to come to the gym after a long day in work or whatever, let it all go on the bags, and you feel great going home then.
Yeah, definitely. Is it a big kind of process for you as well emotionally? Like, do you find that like it's a good release?
Yeah, massive. Especially if you've had a stressful day or something, or, you've got a lot on your mind, it's great to just come in the gym. And like I said, you feel so much better after doing it. I think gym is probably like an untapped resource for like mental health and stuff like that as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Can I ask you about some of your career highs and lows in the sport? I'm imagining that fighting for the Welsh title was kind of up there, but have there been really highs in the last 2 years, and have there been some lows that you've had to kind of combat?
Boxing has so many highs and so many lows, doesn't it? And when it's great, it's brilliant, and when it's rubbish, it's not so good. But I fought in the Cayman Islands against Katie Healy for the Commonwealth silver, and we had a really, really good fight. I absolutely loved that. That was probably like the highlight of my career so far. I thought it was amazing. Hospitality from the promoters was fantastic. And the fight was just my biggest experience to date, and it was great to get in the ring with someone who's, a world title challenger and do 10 rounds in the ring with her was fantastic. And just coming to the club in the evening is always a high. Like, just boxing in general, I think, is a high. We all pull each other through when times are getting hard and times are getting rubbish. Like, we're all in fight camps and we all have really rubbish days and we're all down. But that's great then, where you've got the boys in the gym, they all pick each other up and, right, come on, get on with it. Pull each other through the rubbish times.
Yeah. Why the Cayman Islands? What was that? Was that like a bigger card? Were you on a bigger card there?
Yeah, I'd got offered the fight. Kind of Clash of the Cayman.
Okay.
Clash of the Cayman, the show was called. And yeah, I'd got offered the fight on that, and straight away I was like, yeah, let's take it. And, Enzo talked me through it. He said, it's a big jump and everything. And just thought, yeah, you've got to go for it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I did.
Were you ever were you a little bit starstruck at all with Enzo, meeting him for the first time?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was starstruck. I guess starstruck anyway. I've seen Enzo around and about. He obviously both been in Swansea as well. I've seen him before, and I remember thinking, oh my God, it's Enzo over there. And like, obviously I knew who he was. But yeah, I have been starstruck with Enzo, and he's a brilliant coach. It's great to have someone who's been there, who's done it, and knows exactly what they're talking about as well. The support is fantastic.
Yeah. How about role models in the sport? Like, was the kind of the broader sport, like other female fighters, have they been a source of inspiration for you, or have you had other role models in the sport of boxing?
Yeah, of course you've got like Katie Taylor, who is like up there at the minute, and she with boxing, and my mind's gone blank. What's her name?
Chantal Cameron?
No.
Amanda Serrano?
No, I love Amanda Serrano, but not her. What's the other Welsh? Lauren Price.
Yeah.
Lauren Price, and of course you got Lauren Price, who's another like Welsh female boxer, and she's like way up in the ranks at the minute. She's, I think, an inspiration to every young girl in boxing, and everybody wants to be as good as she is. But yeah, I love Amanda Serrano as well. I think she's probably one of the hardest women about there as well, and fantastic to watch.
Yeah, so small as well, isn't she? So
Yeah.
much power in her.
Yeah, but she's so strong.
Yeah.
And I watched, who did she fight? Who she fought more recently? They had an absolute war.
Oh, God, you've caught me now.
I know.
I can see her face. That she
I know.
had a big cut, didn't she, on
Yeah.
her forehead?
Yeah.
Erica Cruz.
Erica Cruz. They had an absolute war, didn't they? For every single round. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, as a woman in the sport as well, that's what you love to see. You know, two girls who can fight, really going at it.
Yeah, giving it their all.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So this is a bit of a double-edged coin, this question. I wanted to ask you what you have got from boxing, what boxing's given you, and then equally kind of maybe what boxing has cost you financially, sacrifices, however you want to interpret that.
Okay, so boxing is, I feel like boxing gives you confidence in yourself in many ways. You know, just to know firstly that you can handle yourself if anything, you know, if you were ever in some sort of problem, you know, you can back yourself. And it just gives you confidence, you know, like I said, you come up the gym, you're with all the boys, I don't know, it's a bit of a hard one really, and I don't really know how to word this.
Like community?
Yeah, like a good community in boxing. Like I said, they like a little family, and they, so it's given me that as well, to be honest. It's given me like a family in the gym. I feel like it gives you so many opportunities, and yeah, it does cost quite, you know, it costs quite a lot of your time more than anything. You have to sacrifice quite a lot of time. You have to sacrifice, you know, events and stuff, especially if you're fight camp and everything, you know, you can't just go to the pub with your friends or, you know, but I feel like that's the lifestyle you've gone for, and that's what you want out of it anyway.
Yeah.
It costs financial wise, like, yeah, it costs, but that's more for, you know, like I said, if you want to go traveling, sparring, and it's obviously like fuel costs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, once you've got your kit, your gloves and stuff. You know, if you ever needed kit, there's always gloves and everything up the gym, head guards and stuff like that. The only thing you need is a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
But everything else, you know, it's there, it's available for you. Like, if you want to give it a go, it's all generally there in the gym, like.
Yeah. Do you think now that boxing gyms are quite a welcome place for, you know, like if a random young girl on the street or whatever decided she wanted to try boxing, would you encourage that? Do you think it would be a good...
100%, yeah. Boxing gyms, they're not scary places, like, and generally everybody in there is so welcoming, and I think it's nice just to see somebody new coming through the door as well. And everybody, they always get taken under the wing and shown the ropes and the way around. You know, there's never any bad blood or anything in boxing gyms. I think they really are great places to be. Like, don't ever be afraid of coming into a boxing gym.
Yeah. How old is this place now that we're sitting? Do you know?
I think this place is years old. My dad used to box here when he was a kid, and he's like 52 now.
Oh, wow.
So this place, I think, is years old, but it's, you know, originally Enzo's dad's gym as well. So I think he's just wants to keep the legacy going as well with that. And it's a fantastic place. Like, it's got everything you need in it. Absolutely everything you need. It's your classic spit and sawdust gym. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, love it. Can I ask you, so in terms of your how you express yourself through the sport, I know for a lot of boxers, like fight night rituals, fight kit, hair, music, all of that are really big decisions for them. How much of that performance of self is a big thing for you in the sport? Do you give a lot of thought to like what music you want to walk out to, or what you want your fight kit to look like, that kind of thing?
I'm not like one of the people who like to have new fight kit all the time. Once I've got a kit that I like and I'm comfortable in, I like to keep it for as long as it lasts.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do, like, I tend to go with the theme with my walkout music as well. So my music generally tends to be along the same sort of theme as well. But yeah, I like to get my hair done before, you know, plait it all and get it all out the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it. I don't think too deep about anything, no.
Yeah, definitely. So my last question for you is, have you got any thoughts about the future of women's boxing and your future in the sport? Like, obviously there's been quite a lot of development in the last year with the Netflix show with Jake Paul and stuff. Where do you see the sport going, and where do you see yourself in the sport going?
I think women's boxing is massively on the rise. Like I said, you've got your Katie Taylors and you've got your Lauren Prices coming up, especially for, you know, like the Welsh girls as well. And they're making massive stamp in women's boxing and inspiring so many young girls to want to take part in the sport as well. And you are seeing more and more women come through the net now. It's not like a male sport anymore. A lot of women are doing it now and doing very, very well in it as well. As for myself, like I said, I'm going to take every opportunity I can get, really. I want to do as best as I can in boxing, and, you know, you have your end goals to be like world champion, and I think every boxer sees that as their end goal and fantasises about that. I don't think you'd be, you know, doing it for the right reasons otherwise. But yeah, that's what I can see for myself, really, and for the sport.
Amazing. I lied. Just one more question.
Go on.
Sorry. Do you ever train with your dad? Does your dad still box?
My dad doesn't box. My dad's got a Thai boxing gym now.
Okay.
So he used to train me, and I used to train the Thai boxing and everything with him. So obviously, since coming over here now, we've sort of drifted apart in that sense a little bit. I'll do, like, I tend to run and stuff with my dad, you know. We still, like, enjoy runs and stuff together as well, which is really nice, because we've always, like, that's been our bond, training together. So it's nice to go and get our runs and stuff in together as well.
Are you a big watcher of boxing as well? You mentioned being at the boxing last weekend. Do you go to, like, a lot of the local shows, and do you watch it a lot on TV?
Yeah, I like going to, you know, like the small old shows, and I like seeing what's about, going and watching, you know, people who you know as well, and supporting others that you know from our gym and from other gyms as well. Yeah, I love going to watch it.
Yeah. I lied. I'm so sorry. Are any of your tattoos boxing related? That was the other question.
Yeah, I think I've got a woman over there.
Oh, amazing. Oh, fab, yeah, with the head guard.
With a head guard, yeah.
Love it.
I've got that one. I don't think I've got any others. No, it's just the one.